Hi, okay, here we are with the last student success behavior and thought. Successful students believe in themselves, seeing themselves as capable, lovable, unconditionally worthy human beings. Now, that doesn't mean that you're narcissistic. That doesn't mean that you have to tell everyone you think this, but it'd be really great if you thought it about yourself. So, first of all, do you guys see yourselves as capable? Can you do this? You did high school, right? Remember when you were a freshman in high school and you thought, wow, these seniors that's a long way to go. I can't even imagine being a senior. And then you were a senior. So same thing with college. You come to college, many of you are freshmen. Some of you have been here, longer than that, but you're thinking, you're looking around, you're looking at your professors, you're looking at other people with college degrees, and sometimes it's a little bit hard to see yourself there. But I hope that there's a little voice somewhere in your head that says, I see myself there, or there's no point in being here at Modesto Junior College. So somewhere you believe in yourself. Many of you have really strong self-esteem, so that's not an issue for you. But are you an unconditionally worthy human being? Like, no matter what you do you still have value as a human being? And do you believe in yourself as a college student? Just pause for a minute right now and think about yourself maybe 5 years from now, or whenever you think you'll be done with your college journey. What will your life be like? Where will you live? Who will you live with? What's your workday like when you get out of bed and get dressed? How dressed up are you? Do you drive to work? Hey, what are you driving in? Are you going to an office? Where are you working? What's it like there? Do you feel good about the job you're doing? Are you working from home? And if you're working from home, how do you create your day so that you do a good amount of work, but you also take breaks and have a life? Just see yourself in the future and commit to that future and believe that you can be there. Struggling students doubt their competence. Oh, I'm an imposter here at college. Other people are smarter than I am. I probably won't make it. I don't really belong. Or I'll just hope that I'll just pass these classes and maybe get out of here. Feeling inadequate is a terrible feeling. And not believing that you can create your desired outcomes and experiences. That's called low self-efficacy. Your self-efficacy is your belief that you can do the tasks at hand. When you start something, maybe you do have a little bit of concern about whether you can accomplish it. But now, hopefully, you've been here for at least a semester and you showed yourself you could do it last semester, or even if you had challenges last semester. It's a new beginning. So successful students believe in themselves. Here's examples of thoughts that successful students have. Could be, I'm not as smart as everyone else. So far, I've just been lucky. And they change that to, I need to study a lot to master this material and focus on what I can do, not what I can't do. So whenever you catch yourself saying something that is self-defeating like this, consciously stop and change your thought to the truth. Maybe you start each new thought with, I am beginning to realize, because you don't fully believe it yet, but you say, I'm beginning to realize that I need to study a lot to master this material, and I want to focus on what I can do, not what I can't do. And as you say, I'm beginning to realize, you're giving yourself the opportunity to start to have that belief. A behavior that you can do to believe in yourself is use the SQ3R method of study. So each chapter has the opportunity for you to do 7 rehearsals of the material. And later when we talk about memory, you'll find out that information does take 7 rehearsals to get into your long-term memory. So you survey the chapter, you just thumb through the chapter, just look at what's the chapter about. Question, you go back through the chapter and you ask yourself questions about the material. Why did they put that picture in there? I wonder what this means. So that you then have questions that you generated that you'll want to go back and find the answers to. 3R is read, actually read the chapter. Recite, talk about the chapter out loud to yourself while warning your family that you may be doing so. And then review, go back through the chapter and just review the things that you read. And then plus, so that's read, recite, review. And then plus is write, make a little outline of the chapter or make some notes about the chapter. And survey question, read, recite, review, write, and then reflect. Just pause, close the book, or shut your computer screen down and just sit and think about what you've just learned. If you do those things, it's much easier to believe in yourself because you've given yourself the opportunity to actually review the material. Here are some examples of behaviors related to believing in myself. I will study hard and make my own study sheets, or I'll make note cards or an outline of the chapter. That's an actual behavior that you'll do that allows you to believe in yourself about that particular study topic. You could write a positive message and post it on your mirror, or write it on a card that says, I got this. And remind yourself when you look in that mirror and you see that little post-it on the side, or if you don't want anyone else to see the message you're giving yourself, put it in a code, encrypt it, put a little smiley face, whatever you need to do that reminds you you've got this, that you believe in yourself. Okay, so here's the summary of all of those 8 behaviors. Remember, your goal is to pick 5 of these to work on. Successful students accept personal responsibility. They don't blame other things for getting in the way of their studying. They change what they can, accept what they can't, and continue to be responsible. They employ self-motivation. Maybe you get an app that sends you a positive message on your phone, or you watch a YouTube video on being motivated. You do things that maintain your motivation for college. It's a long journey, and being able to maintain your motivation is a sign of maturity. Mastering self-management. So they set themselves up to be successful. They employ interdependence. They ask for help. They gain self-awareness about how they're thinking and feeling and how they approach their college journey. They adopt lifelong learning. They value the learning in each class rather than seeing it as just another step to check off on the transcript. They develop their emotional intelligence, and in this class we'll talk about the 4 elements of emotional intelligence, and they work to believe in themselves. So now pick 5 of these things you'd like to work on. Create a belief, a thought, a thought or belief, and a behavior for each of the 5, and then pick one of these that you'd like to create a self-change project for, and write all of that down. You'll be bringing that to class with you when we meet on February 4th.